But we should be hearing about morality and virtue from the church, and we are not hearing that at all. They've really fallen down on their job.
Sheila, I know your husband ran for, I believe, governor in Minnesota, and so I want to ask you, what are the political solutions? And again, there's very few political solutions to spiritual problems, and so I see this as a spiritual problem. But again, what type of policies can politicians embrace that would impact and send this culture a different direction?
Well, I don't really know if the government is the solution to this problem. I mean, it's really going to have to start with us in the Black community deciding, which is what we talk about at TakeCharge, deciding, you know what, we want a different way of life. We are going against this prevailing narrative that America is systemically racist, that you can't get ahead because of white privilege. What we're seeing with those children has nothing to do with white privilege. It has nothing to do with that at all. And I don't even really know, like I said, if the government is the solution. Obviously we can do tax policies and things like that will support the family, but we in the Black community, we have got to get a hold of this, and we've got to say, you know what, this is enough. We have got to do this differently.
How is that message being received, particularly in Minnesota, where the spectacle or the image of George Floyd has been so elevated? How is that message being received in the Black community through your organization, TakeCharge?
Well, you know what? We go into the Black community and we have recruited people out of that community to actually address these problems. So we have, right now we have about 50 volunteers, and these people are willing to look at a different way of life. And then what we are hoping to do is then deploy these people into the community so that they can continue spreading this message. I think where this message should be coming from is not the government, but is the church. And I think that the church has really fallen down on the job. We have, we have allowed all of this to go on without ever saying, you know what, let's stop. We started celebrating unwed births. And I'm not saying that people don't, make mistakes and that a child that's born out of wedlock is any less than any other child. But we should be hearing about morality and virtue from the church. And we are not hearing that at all. They've really fallen down on their job.
I think we should be hearing about the benefits of marriage from the church.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what particularly from the church. Again, if anybody understands God's order and what he prescribes, family, man, woman, and child. Absolutely. And it seems like the church has abandoned that message. And to me, what has put me at odds with a lot of the Black church experience, which is basically all I know, is the culture seems very matriarchal and hostile to the patriarchy.
I would absolutely agree. I could not have said that better myself. We degrade our men. Black women aren't taught how to be wives. We don't raise up our daughters to say, you know what, this is your husband, respect him, you're in a partnership with him. Together, you're going to build a life that's going to be something that's incredible. And we're not getting that message at all. We don't see on TV. In magazines, everywhere we look, it's the Black woman, the strong Black woman who is degrading her man. We don't lift up marriage. And I believe that we need to solve this by lifting up the men in our culture. Lifting up men, lifting up marriage, and encouraging men, get married. Don't be a baby daddy. Marry this woman and become a husband and a father.